All right, what is going on? Luciano Martinez with another vlog post. I don't even know what number I'm on, but we're here. We like to make content for our, whoever sees these really. Ideas, topics, and I'm actually thinking about getting together with some loan officers and maybe putting on some sort of like weekly or monthly, not a podcast or anything like that, but just something where we can put information out there for potential buyers and even sellers, or even if you already own a home, maybe we can talk to, you can talk to a loan officer that, maybe you're looking into refinancing or whatever the situation may be. But anyways, today's vlog title is going to be called "Navigating the Home Buying Process." This is a 5-part series on buying a home or home buying guide, right? And this is part number 3. So I think the last time we spoke, we talked about where we stood. If I'm not mistaken, we talked about uh, defining your needs and your wants, and what the role of the real estate agent is when you're looking for your home, your dream home, if you will, right? So today's post or today's vlog is more on, okay, we found the home that you want. What's next, right? You got to make an offer, and don't go crazy thinking that all your terms and conditions are going to be the best ones. Talk to your real estate agent. This is where we come in. We talk to you about the status of the market. We talk to you about, where the potential value of the home is. And yes, we want to get you the best deal possible, but not only do we want to get you the best deal possible, but we also want to make sure that you get into that home. So a lot of times, a home is listed at 200,000. The buyer comes in, well, I want to offer 150. Now, think about that. That's a $50,000 gap, and though interest rates are high right now, and this is something that what I'm talking about is I like to get with a loan officer, spitball some ideas back and forth. But though the interest rates are high right now, and right now I mean by September 8th, 2023, and if they drop tomorrow, consider what may happen if interest rates drop tomorrow and we already have high home prices. What is the expectation? Now, I am no future reader, but if interest rates drop, then the demand for purchasing a home may increase, and therefore maybe prices come up. I don't know. I cannot determine the future, right? But going back to making an offer that is a super low ball offer. Yes, interest rates are high right now, and yes, we can get away with making a lower offer. I've done it. I in the recent months of the present, we've had homes listed at 210, 215, and we're able to get them at 185, 190. Seller seems like he's been on the market for a longer period of time, and we're able to pull off a lower offer. Doesn't mean it's always a good idea. You got to read the market, and this is where we come in. What does a real estate agent do? We determine, what a good value or good offer may be, depending on the days in the market, where the interest rates at. We can determine the seller's motivation. That's what we do. That's how we call the other listing agent. We be like, hey man, hey, how you doing? Where does your seller stand? Is he or she negotiable? Yes, no, maybe so. And then we make determinations about how we felt them and how we read them, and where they stand in the market and all that good stuff. Um, that's where we come in. We make those critical decisions, right? And we negotiate on your behalf. And then great, boom, they accept your offer. What's next? You're gonna want, and this is again where we come in. You're gonna want to schedule a home inspection. Right now, we are not home inspectors, right? So we can go out there and we can maybe point some tape and float that's falling off the ceiling, or we can point a rebar that's being exposed in the foundation. But we're not home inspectors. We don't know that is a something that's detrimental to the structure of the home or something like that. This is where you get your home inspection. Yes, they cost money, and yes, they may take some time to do, but you're gonna want to get them done. And even if you order a home inspection and none of the repairs get done, at least you, the buyer, now know that, hey, there's some potential issues. But you as a home buyer now know that there's potential issues now. And even if they don't get repaired, but your agent, this is where us agents, we're gonna say, hey, you know what? I think we can ask for this repair, or we can ask for this repair. Again, negotiations happen at this point. So we're gonna ask for this repair. We're gonna ask for that repair. And if they don't want to repair, maybe we can ask them for a credit or reduction in sales price. And those are always good things, right? So that's the home inspection. You're gonna want to get that. Please go ahead and opt in for that. And while you're at it, get yourself a pest inspection. Get yourself I know a company that that goes ahead and partners up with a pest company. Look into that. Don't just go in there blind. Hey, there's no termites. You never know. Okay, today there's no termites. Tomorrow there is. Right. So then once we get past the home inspection, you're gonna want to get into the appraisal process. The appraisal and the funding. The appraisal is super important. The appraisal protects you, the buyer. Here's an example. You go under contract for $200,000. You love this home, but the appraisal gets ordered. By the way, it does cost money. That's another thing. It costs money. So now you're out the 200 and whatever your inspection costs, and now you're out another $4, $5, $6, $7, $800 for the appraisal. And what happens if the appraisal comes in lower? That's a good thing for you. That's a good thing for you as a buyer. This is your protection. If you're under contract for $200,000, but the appraisal comes in at $150,000, but that's $50,000 that the bank's not going to lend you. So what happens? Well, now you have a potential opt out. Now you can probably opt out of the deal, because if the seller doesn't want to come down to meet you at the 150 to the sales price of 150, then the deal gets terminated. Right? So that's the idea behind the appraisal. It is your protection. Now, if the appraisal comes in at $250,000 and you're under contract for 200, again, that's a good thing for you, because now you have $50,000 in equity. You have equity in your home. Okay, so those are the reasons that you want to work with a real estate agent, because we know these little things, we know these little secrets, and we want to work with you and want to help you and want to protect you and want to get you into your home. All right. If you have any other questions about any buyer tips or questions about how the process works, and I'm not done. I have one more thing to say. Once we find out that it does appraise and we hit the right value, if it overappraises, we're golden. We're moving forward to the closing table. By the way, do not buy anything on credit or make any big purchases until you have closed and funded. You want to make sure you fund before you buy any furniture on credit or you make any big purchases from your banks, because you could get stopped. You may be in a position where you end up not closing. But I'll close with that. If you have any questions about any of that, let me know. My number is 956-476-2925, or you can reach me on my personal line, 956-862-1556. You can also email me at You can also email me at Luciano, that's Luciano, at martinezrgbhomes.com. Give me a holler.